What event made you see your mom in a whole new light? I was 16 when I got arrested for shoplifting. Stupid teenage mistake. Grabbed a phone case from Target because my friends dared me to. The security guard caught me at the exit, and suddenly I'm sitting in the back of a police car thinking my life is over. When my mom picked me up from the station at 2 a.m., I expected her to absolutely lose it. She's always been the strict parent, the rule follower, the one who makes me return pennies if a cashier gives too much change, but she was completely calm. Too calm. Like eerily calm. The entire ride home was dead silent. I kept waiting for it. The screaming, the lecture about how disappointed she was, the threats about taking away my car, my phone, my entire social life. Nothing. Just quiet radio music and her staring straight ahead. I was honestly more terrified of her silence than I would have been of her yelling. That night around 1 a.m., I heard her voice downstairs. She was on the phone with someone, speaking in this hushed tone I'd never heard before. "Yeah, it's me again. My son this time." There was this long pause. "Same exact thing you went through with Jake." I crept to the top of the stairs to listen better. My heart was pounding because I thought she was talking to a lawyer or something. Target too. Can you believe it? I swear these kids have no original ideas. She actually laughed. My mom laughed about me getting arrested. Then her voice got serious. I kept thinking about whether I should tell him about my arrest. You know, the drugstore thing when I was 17. My mom? Arrested? The woman who won't even jaywalk? She continued talking. Remember how mom and dad kicked me out that night? Said I was a disgrace to the family? I slept in my Honda for 2 weeks because I was too proud to apologize. I'm literally gripping the stair railing at this point. My perfect, straight-laced mother was describing a life I never knew existed. The community service actually changed everything though. Working at that soup kitchen, seeing real problems, real people struggling. That's where I met David, remember? He was volunteering there too after his DUI. She met my dad through community service. My dad, who I thought was just some boring accountant she met in college. I never told him any of this because I didn't want him thinking it was okay to mess up. But maybe if I had been honest about my past, he would have understood consequences better. Maybe he wouldn't have needed to learn the hard way like we did. There was more silence then. No, I think it's time. He needs to know his mom isn't perfect either. The next morning, she knocked on my bedroom door with 2 cups of coffee. I pretended to be asleep, but she sat on my bed anyway. "We need to talk," she said. And I mean really talk. She told me everything. How she stole mascara and lipstick from CVS because her friend said she was too chicken. How the security guard was this older guy who reminded her of her grandfather, and she started crying when he caught her. How her parents' reaction made her feel like a complete failure. How she lived out of her car, eating gas station food and showering at the gym until her friend's mom let her stay on their couch. The judge gave me 80 hours of community service at a downtown soup kitchen. I was so angry about it. Felt like the whole world was against me. She explained how serving meals to homeless families completely shifted her perspective. How she met my dad there. He was doing community service for a drunk driving charge from his sophomore year of college. We were both these screwed up kids trying to figure out how to be better people. Your dad jokes that getting arrested was the best thing that ever happened to him because it led him to me. Then she pulled out this old photo from her wallet. It was her and my dad, both wearing matching volunteer t-shirts, serving food. They looked so young and honestly, kind of happy. I became a social worker because of that experience. Dad went back to school and got serious about his career. We both learned that one mistake doesn't define you, but what you choose to do after absolutely does. She handed me a stack of pamphlets for different community service programs around town. "Your choice," she said. "We can do this the easy way where you learn from my experience, or the hard way where you figure it out yourself. But either way, you're going to discover what I discovered, that helping other people helps you understand yourself." Looking at those pamphlets, I realized my mom wasn't just my parent anymore. She was this whole person with a past, with mistakes, with this entire story I never knew. She wasn't the perfect rule follower I thought she was. She was someone who had walked the exact same stupid path I just walked, and somehow found her way to becoming the person I'd always admired. The woman I thought would never understand me had actually been me, just 25 years earlier.